Mario Maker 2 releases next month and Nintendo is in full swing on showing and telling us about the game. However, some recent news has got some fans upset. What's up Mush Army, I'm Lucas Chamushku, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the choice that Nintendo made to not allow you to play with friends online in Mario Maker 2, and my thoughts on the topic. Nintendo has never been a stranger to doing things differently and doing things their own way. Limiting products and in some cases just doing some money grabs, but what company doesn't do those? Recently a Nintendo Treehouse employee mentioned that in Super Mario Maker 2 there won't be an option to be able to play with friends online and only locally. Shortly after news broke out, Nintendo confirmed this to be true by saying the following. This is true. As the game is now, you cannot create friend lobbies online. You can only play online with randoms. You can still get friends together and play with local play, and you're free to play with 4 players on one Nintendo Switch system. You can still challenge your friends to your creations and take on their designs through course IDs, and having them follow your Maker profile. What this means is that if you want to play with friends, you can only play locally with your friends, meaning that they have to be near you, and you can only play online with random people on the internet. According to the Nintendo World Report, the reason that Nintendo gave for this is because of the leaderboards and preventing groups of players from boosting another's rankings. However, Nintendo World Report also pointed out that cooperative mode doesn't have leaderboards. Now, in no means is this video meant to be bashing Nintendo or anything, but it feels like the Nintendo Switch Online is an afterthought for the Switch, as now we have to pay for online, but features and games compatible with online feel very lackluster. This feature would have potentially helped online sales, especially with the game being bundled to online. Other games that offer online could be a headache to use online, so I see this as a plus to save from the headache. It's no surprise that Nintendo mostly caters to fans in Japan, and I've heard somewhere that in Japan, playing online with friends isn't too oftenly used and their internet isn't as strong as in the West, but I don't know too much about this, so I'm not going to focus on that point. Now, I'm not a game developer, and I could be wrong with anything that I say, but I feel like this is a strange path for Nintendo to take. In a day and age where playing online with friends is a big trend, I can see why a lot of people are upset with this choice, and I can imagine how much fun it would be to be able to play levels made by others with friends. If manipulating online courses rankings are an issue that Nintendo wants to try to fix, a way that they can fix this is not allowing you to rate friends' courses or courses played with friends. This would solve the problem, but would prevent a ranking from courses that are really well or really poorly made. This could upset people as well, but it would be a give or take situation if playing with friends is something you really wanted to be able to do with this game. Now, in the Nintendo response, they stated, as the game is now, you can't do this, so maybe this is the feature they're working on, rolling out sometime after the game releases. Somewhat similar to Mario Tennis Aces and Kirby Star Allies when they rolled out characters as time went on from the game's release. This would be a weird thing to do since it's not characters, it's a game mode, but it's just an idea that I thought of. Maybe they are still trying to think of ways to put the feature into the game. So as I was editing this video, I came across a post on Twitter that a lot of people I follow were gravitating towards. And this post was kind of concerning and kind of interesting at the same time, so I just wanted to talk about this real quick. So the post pretty much said that anyone who's mad about this is entitled, and that the game developers don't owe us anything, and people need to stop being entitled. And then they tried posting the definition of entitlement on the post. Now, as you'll see near the end of the video, I'm not really upset about this. I don't really play my Switch with friends. Most of my friends don't even have Switches, and we play together on the PS4. But for me, that's just me. And other people, I can see why they're upset. And to say that people are entitled for a feature like this is kind of pushing the limits, and I just want to talk about this real quick. Game developers don't owe us anything, but we don't owe them anything. Because at the same time, we need to vote with our wallets. If there's something you don't like, don't buy it, and it'll show that this isn't a feature that people would want. But the problem with this is, when you're saying stuff like this, it only reaches a small community. For example, anyone watching this video will hear me say this, and they're like, oh, maybe I'll vote with my wallet. But average Joe down the street who doesn't pay attention to YouTube and just goes down to GameStop to buy a game that he wants wouldn't know this. So it's more of a feature that if you don't like it, show it that you don't like it, but at the same time, it's not that big of a deal that this feature's not here. It's something nice that would have been great to have in the game, but at the same time, it's just not that big of a deal. But don't call people entitled and say that game developers don't owe us anything at the same time, because it kind of contradicts itself, because game developers kind of work for us, if you think about it. Like, we buy their games. They create the games and we buy them, but at the same time, they create the games for us to buy. So I don't know if I made sense with this. I just wanted to throw in my opinion on this. I'm not going to link the tweet or show the tweet or anything, but this is something out there, and I'm sure a lot of people have probably seen this because a lot of fairly big YouTubers were commenting on that post, and I'm pretty sure it got around. So before I end the video with my final thoughts, I just want to throw this out there. Now, for me personally, I don't mind this not being in the game since I don't play online too much, and most of my friends that I play games with is on the PlayStation, so it's not too big of a deal for me. However, I can see why a lot of people are annoyed and possibly mad about this. Maybe it's something that will come in the future like I mentioned. We'll just have to wait and find out. Let me know what your thoughts are on this topic in the comment section down below. Do you not mind it? Are you mad? I'm planning on doing a video in the future where I play your courses, so stay tuned for that. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and if you're not already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay up to date with my future videos. That's it for this video, and I'll see you all later.